What's up, Joe? How you doing? Oh, let's see what happens today. Kind of like yesterday, just kind of goofing off. Joe, what's going on today with y'all? Well, we'll see what's going to happen today. We'll give it a little bit. Usually takes people a few minutes to get in. Oh. Oh, that's cool, man. That's a good deal. Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment this morning. That pretty much messed my day up. After all that rain we had in the past 2 days, the grass is still in the yard is just soaked. You can't even cut it right now. I got to let it dry out a little bit. Oh, come on in. Hang out a little while. Hit that thumbs up button. Come on in and chat. My connection is choppy. Well, I'm showing full bars on everything. Yeah, I see that. Let me. I don't know, man. I see it on my. I got it running on my YouTube over here on my iPad, and it looks choppy. It may be me, but I'm showing full bars. Yeah, I'm showing. Hey, Daniel, how's it going, buddy? I ain't seen you in a while. It was you. You fixed it? Okay. Turn that overhead light on. I had a big old glare coming down on me. How's it sound now, Joe? Well, Daniel, I should be driving through your part of the country here tomorrow. What's up, M2? What's happening, brother? Okay. So it sounds better switch to PC. All right. Hey, M2, when's that video gonna drop? Big Tiny, what's happening? Picking up lunch, be right back. Okay. Sounds like a winner. The I believe you were doing DIY decoy stands. We got 11 votes, but only four, really. Hey, Scan, what's going on, man? Yeah, you were. I think I saw it on was it Facebook or Instagram or something that it was going to drop soon. I went over and looked, and I didn't see it. You just got to the house. All right, man. All right, Jan, not a problem. How you doing? Welcome in. Okay. All right, Joe. Yeah, it must have been a snippet that I saw on Instagram then. Am I planning on doing these lives at night anytime soon? Yes. I'm Daniel, I'm just home this week. I'm not saying I'm out of work, but I have no work this week. So I thought I'd do some this week during the day so that I could spend a lot more time with my bride in the evenings. You were in the shed working on temp 5 or 6 of your mom's present. But I plan on going back to night time, probably on Monday nights here in a couple of weeks. I know it won't be next week. I'm gonna be out of town. Yeah. If I'm if I'm at work, of course I can't do them. And if I'm home and I don't have anything going on at the house, um, then I do them during the day. I try to, like this week, this will be my second one this week. I be honest, I'm bored. Can't cut grass. Too wet outside to cut grass. Can't do that. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so that took up most of the day, and I just don't. I don't want to hook a boat up in this heat and go out there in the sun. Oh. And I can't think of anything to do as far as videos here at the house. Everything I want to do, I need to be somewhere else. It'll probably be out at some point today. Okay. Well, if I don't catch it today, man, I'll take a look at it tomorrow. Oh, that's good, Bo. Yeah, I got poked and prodded and jabbed and everything else today. Deer Slayer, how you doing? Well, come on. My old yellow lab was looking at me at the door saying, "Can I come in?" Yeah. All right, buddy. Frog season. Frog. Y'all have a frogging season? Really? Yeah, we may have one. I just don't know about it. But I never just go out to go frogging. It's usually we're fishing or something, and somebody sees one and goes for it. Oh, Lord of mercy. It didn't work, huh? Would you believe that got flagged? I had to let it. I had to push the button to let it show up. It's freezing up on me too. Yeah, your last comment. It held it for review. Can you believe that? Well, guys, I don't know why it's freezing up. Audio is good though, but the video, huh? I don't know why. I do not know why. Maybe there's a storm somewhere I don't know about. Oh, we had another earthquake last night. Same place it did yesterday over in the Columbia area. Hey, Randy, driving but listening. Got you. Appreciate it. Well, my router, everything's showing good over there. Huh. Do I got any new content coming out soon? Yeah. Well, next week, I got a video that's going to drop next week, next Wednesday, and then I got one in the queue that I'm going to drop. probably after that. I wanted to get out today and do some stuff, but I just don't have time. I like trying to get my videos done in the morning early if I can, just to get out of the heat. And yeah, I edited all this week. I had like 4 or 5 videos, and I, some shorts and stuff like that, and other stuff. I got a question for you, M2. On your videos, I've noticed that there's no comments. You don't allow comments? Oh, goodness. Hopefully, I won't stay on here for 4 hours like I did yesterday. Well, I tell a long day sitting in this chair. All right, hang on, guys. I got somebody at the door. Oh. All right, sorry about that. Just got a package in. I tell you, y'all know that last Sunday I broke that my throttle cable, and that was Sunday. Yesterday it was Tuesday. I ordered a throttle cable. I was seeing if one of my local dealers had one, that they didn't have one. So I went ahead and ordered it from the company. So I got it in today. So M2, you asked me about some content coming up. Yep. How to install a throttle cable on Go Devil. When you first moved here, you couldn't understand why everybody wanted to work at 4 a.m. Yeah, you got that right. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Don't want to tear up the receipt. One throttle cable. A spare throttle cable. A new grip. And the Z clips. I am good to go now. All right, Daniel, appreciate you coming in, brother. Hit that thumbs up on your way out if you haven't already. You think you have 3 videos ready to publish? Cool beans. Yeah, I'll probably see, I got to work tomorrow, so depending if I get back in time and it ain't raining, I'm going to probably do this video of installing the throttle cables. Moving outside, but still got you playing. Okay, buddy. So what else? What else is going on with everybody? We got 7 people up in here. Whoops. So what's everybody doing today, man? Just nothing? Just chilling? Running the sawmill and working on videos. That's it, huh? Yeah, if my yard ever dries up, I'll gotta get the grass cut. Go in there and get my boat fixed. Maybe run it late next week. I don't know. If I get it fixed, I may run it Saturday afternoon. Oh, man. Red cedar, huh? You gonna make something out of it or what? Speaking of which, let's see if I can do this without tearing everything up. Nope, it ain't gonna happen. I'll end up tearing everything up. I can already tell. Are you settled down now? Finally. No worries, Joe. Furniture and sell it for decking. Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, come on up, buddy. It's kind of hard to talk, waiting on people to comment. I know that like there's a lag and stuff. Being when there's a lag in the chat, it's kind of hard to talk. Try to get your, try to figure out what you want to talk about. Unless you got something that that you planned out. I don't plan none of these out. I just turn them on and let's go. Ain't that the truth? All right. Well, 2 days in a row, huh? Yeah, Triple R. I had to go to the doctor today, so pretty much my day is M2. I was actually trying to turn my PC around, my laptop around, but I got it hooked to too much stuff. Yes, I got it. It's right over here on the wall, hanging, and I got my keys hanging on. Let me. Scab, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Sorry, I'm just trying to do a couple things at once.
All right.
I got a dangerous tool.
All right. Hang on. There it is. M2. Oh, there it is. A little keychain holder, a little key holder.
Uh-oh. Sorry, it's going to get loud on my end. Matt, you should recognize this sound.
What's going on now? Let's talk about the fourth plans. What you got, a jet flying over or something?
Do what now?
What was going on?
I had a 53 fly overhead.
I didn't hear it. Right.
Okay. It just went by, so it's pretty good. But this is what I've been working on for the past 2.5, 3 weeks. Is a little piece of wood.
Really?
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to do is, that's the island that I was born on and my mom's from. So
okay.
I took a chunk of oak that fell down a couple years back, and I sliced it up, and it's been sitting for 4 years. So I milled this out. Well, I milled. This is about the 5th one, but yesterday I had it all milled out, and today I've been just planing it down and getting it all nice and smooth and everything else. So
Yeah.
I'll cut it up and set it up in epoxy and make it all nice and pretty for Mama.
I hear you. So Big Tiny was asking what you got anything planned for the 4th?
Nothing big. I mean, me and the family might just go to the fireworks. So
Yeah.
they usually put on a good show right down by the river. So I get barges out there and have fun.
Yeah, I'll be working.
You want to be on the line?
I'll be working.
Huh?
What's bad is I'll be working and I'll be down at Myrtle Beach.
Okay,
Working.
they put on a pretty good show down there.
Yeah, but the crowd, dude. And,
Yeah, I got you.
And I'm not you celebrate your anniversary on the 1st, huh? Yeah, I don't celebrate 4th of July. I celebrate July 2nd.
I just celebrate the whole month of July.
That is the day. That is actually the day. It took them 2 days to ratify
it.
Yeah.
But no, it's hold on. Today is the 30th.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
19 years ago, 2 days ago, is when I met my wife on a blind date.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Can't get rid of her since. Stupid yellow flies.
Yeah, we let's see here. Yeah, I gotta work this weekend and all next week. You're gonna go try to capture video of an albino doe, like right now or later on? We used to have when I was a kid, there was a place on the lake that we used to go duck hunting. And I don't, they say that duck hunters are very superstitious.
No.
But we would see we had a calico deer on an island. And if we saw the deer for whatever reason, we had a great day that day. If we didn't see the deer, we didn't shoot any ducks.
I'm wondering if that could be like weather related though.
I don't know. I just know that, and I never saw that deer during the summer or spring. But in the wintertime, I would see that calico deer. And then one year, I guess somebody shot it because one year we never saw it again. So, but we saw it. We shot ducks.
Nice. I got a stupid yellow fly buzzing around me. So if y'all see me like looking like that, that's what that's all about. Oh no, there's 2 of them.
This weekend, okay.
Seriously?
Oh my Lord of mercy!
So
yeah, dude, I had to be at the doctor's office at 7:45 this morning, and if you know anything about me, if I show up at the time I'm supposed to, I'm running late.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm running late. I can't get it out. It messes me up all day, actually. And I got up this morning at 6 o'clock, Well, actually, I got up at 5:30. I laid there to 6. And I got up, took a shower, and I left the house. I mean, this is a 10-minute drive from my house to the doctor's office. And I was there at 7:15, sitting in the parking lot, nobody around, just twiddling my thumbs.
Well, that goes all back to the.
Go ahead.
I was about to say that just goes back to 15 minutes prior to 15 minutes prior to 15 minutes prior.
Yeah, exactly. M2 wants to know, what do you tips for any self-filming?
My biggest suggestion would be make sure your mic works in the direction that you're filming, because I know a lot of folks, especially like with GoPros, they get behind the camera, but the mic is covered up by their hand, so you can't hear them.
Right.
And yeah, just get used to sitting there like this, walking around. Other than that,
all right. So I have 4 GoPros and I have a couple of these little handy cams like this.
okay.
I got 2 of these. I got a cheaper and a bigger one. They're cheap cameras, but you know they work. If I can set up for a shot, you know, number one, I'm gonna have a camera pointed. I'm gonna have different angles. I'm gonna set up the cameras around me to pick up different angles. If I don't have but one camera, then I will stop filming, set it up somewhere else to give it a different angle, then start back up again. It is a very long process. Audio is the biggest thing in my book.
Yeah.
And then would be the video quality itself. But
you made a good point there, Matt, because it really depends on the style of self-filming that you're going to do. Right. So if you're looking at me sitting right here, yeah, today I'm on my laptop, but if I'm doing an actual video, and this is a place where I do all my lives and whatnot like that normally, I mean, I got a tripod behind the computer and I'll set the whole camera thing up for the videos. But if I'm out in the woods, then I'm on GoPro, and that's a whole different type of.
It's a whole different ball game. If you're using. Okay. So I have one of these little goosenecks. You see that okay? You see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I use these goosenecks, and I'll attach them into trees, tree limbs. If it ain't raining, I go with an open GoPro holder, you know, so I can just stick it in there, and so it doesn't interfere with the audio. But I do have some of those waterproof cases, and the audio, you just don't get any audio out of it. But I will set those up to film. Like I'll go, like, let's say I'm duck hunting and I'm hunting a small slough. I'll go across the slough and set up a camera facing back toward me, and I don't care if I get audio. I'm just getting video.
Yeah.
So there's, hey Ted, what's going on? You know those beards make the live. That's right, Bo. Fear the beard. Cool. But multiple angles is, if you can do it, and if you've got a shot that you really like, oh, nasty. Y'all call those yellow? Yeah.
That's why we call them yellow guys here.
Yeah. Your phone. I have a bad habit of this. I need to start carrying a selfie stick just for my phone and putting it in my bag so that when because I'll get some stuff and I'll be thinking about it and I say, oh man, I should have videoed that on my phone because it'd be a whole lot easier to post it to Instagram or make a short out of it, just to get somebody, see if you get any interest in what's going on. And I won't what I have to. Which one you want, Ted? One of these? Or are you talking about a beard?
I think he's talking about a beard.
I think it is too now that I think about it.
Now, as far as the selfie stick goes, the one I got is from Walmart, and
yeah,
it's changeable with GoPro and phone. So, but one thing is have everything ready to go before you need it. Also,
right?
Because I don't know how many times I've been out in the woods and I pull up next to a trap or something and I see that there's something in it already, and I'm getting out, and I don't have my stuff ready yet, so I'm taking care of the animal, and then I go back and like, man, I didn't have the camera and stuff ready yet, so just have everything ready to go at all times. As far as the waterproof case, most new GoPros don't need it if it's just raining out. So don't take that as a necessity. Matt, on the other hand, is OCD and doesn't like water because he's scared of sharks.
All right, so I'm scared of sharks. Let's see here. Here we go.
I'm still learning. So far, my cell phone is really clear. Zooming in isn't very good. Yeah. Most of the videos you see where they're zooming in and out, they're using handy cams or DSLRs or stuff like that. So don't get too discouraged on that one.
M2, that is so funny because I was getting my stuff together to show you something. Okay, so duck hunting, I'm running 4 cameras. 3 are different. I got 2 action cams that use the same batteries. Then I've got a GoPro 8, and then I got a GoPro 3 Plus. So that's 2 different style batteries. So I would run out of battery. I would charge all my batteries up, take them out in the field, and the cold weather kills those batteries like you wouldn't believe. So I was sitting there trying to figure out what I could do to extend my battery life. That was the big issue, because I thought I was getting video of ducks in the daytime where you saw them better, but I wasn't. So went up into my box of tricks. So yesterday you probably heard me talk about I had a bunch of military stuff in a Foot Locker upstairs. Scab?
I'm gonna be right. Oh, mag pouch. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta let the dog inside because she's getting bit up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you later. So I have some old M4 mag pouches. Okay. Now I will take these. They're mollied. I will take them. For example, for example, I have this gooseneck, and just because I don't want to take it apart, but I'll take it, hook it to a tree, take the clips, and I'll hang it like this onto here, attach my GoPro, attach a wire, the charging wire, and then I will use these battery banks. And I will slide the battery bank into the M4 holder, and there you go. A lot of times I'll have a GoPro on my head. I got a long enough cord that I'll attach everything to my head and then run the cord down my jacket and attach this to my belt inside my waders. Now I've got battery for well over 8 hours. And this right here, I mean, I have one during the turkey hunts. I was running this for 12 hours, and it still had juice in it. So that's what I do. I got like 3 of these goosenecks. Also, if I can find it. Living him in. What's going on, buddy? Daniel, glad you could come in. I carry pretty much two bags of camera equipment. Just because I've got so much junk.
No, I've been wanting to get one of those battery backups, just because when I'm out on long line or whatever, inevitably something happens, whether it's the battery freezes up or if it's too hot and GoPro goes down. So, I mean, all I use is a GoPro on my phone usually.
Right. Well, see, I'm setting up. Because I'm unlike you, you're walking around a lot. It's hard for you to set, things up.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm setting stuff up. So if I can't use the gooseneck for whatever reason, there's not a low enough tree limb or not. This is made by HME. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, it's a trail cam mount.
It's a trail cam mount. And I picked these up at Tractor Supply for like $8.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked up 4 of them. And if I have to, I'll screw these into a tree, and then I'll take one of my mounts, mount it, and put the GoPro on top. And there you go. Hey, Tina, how you doing? Raised Outdoors, you two again. Heck yeah.
Jealous, man.
If I missed anybody coming in, I apologize. Just shout it out again that you're here. And but yeah, you talk about self-filming, it's all about the audio and the video and the angles. And you can get away with bad video. I mean, you really can. You've seen some of these videos that are out there to get thousands of views on it, and the video is not that great, but audio and angles, I think, in my opinion, are the biggest thing.
Dadgummit, these things are coming at me.
You fell for it and clicked. I use a default GoPro mic. I do want an external mic. My dream is to have 4 or 5 of the same style GoPros, so whether it be 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, whatever, and then having external mics for them, and then having a camera with a better camera with its own external mic. That's my goal as far as the video equipment.
This past weekend, I busted out the old family camera, and it's an old Sony A400 or whatever it is, or A3000. I don't know. But I mean, back 10 years ago, it was a good camera, and I'm thinking,
well, yeah,
I might try using that this year for some setup shots.
Yes, it is, Triple R. Daniel just built a pole mount out of a boat pedestal and a broomstick. Yeah. I on the back of my boat, what I normally do is I'll take the stern pole light and I'll plug, stick it in the hole, and then attach get one of these mounts like this, and then get one. I got the bicycle clamps for my GoPro mounts and stuff. Stick that on there, and I'll build it while I'm out there, and then get a shot like going through the boat or something. Hunt ready, what's up? Well, look here.
How them climbing sticks working, huh, Reddy? I saw you put them together the other day. Or yesterday, I guess. I don't know. I've been up since 1 o'clock. The stupid dog got me up to go outside, so.
Yeah, I got a Sony little handy cam. Showed it earlier. But that's, just a little handy cam.
Yeah.
So, and I got 2 of them. And the reason is I duck hunt, and I've already dropped one in the water already.
I don't know.
But
I'm kind of waiting for
these battery banks are a game changer. I tell you that right now.
I'm kind of waiting for a new competitor to GoPro, because it's all fine and dandy and everything, but batteries freeze up and crap out in the wintertime, and in the summertime they always overheat.
Yeah,
so
that's why I went to these battery packs. And every one of my cameras that I have, I can hook it up. Even this cheap $50 action cam, I just plug it in, and I don't have to have an internal battery for it. I just use the external battery.
And that's fine, when it's cold out, when the batteries go bad. But as well as I do, sometimes September, November time frame here, it's still in the 70s and 80s. So
yep.
And I've literally been out middle of December filming, and my GoPro overheated and seized up. So
yeah,
I know they got that DJI Osmo whatever, but that daggum thing is expensive, and it's, from my understanding, not very waterproof at all.
No.
So I've heard good things about it. I don't know.
Oh, listen, you wait a minute.
I have a blind video that
okay, here's the GoPro 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's waterproof.
Yeah.
Okay. However, when I hook the cable into the battery, I have to take the waterproof cover off of it, which now makes it not waterproof. So, yeah, it's yeah, I pull the internal battery out and run an external battery, and overheating is solved. It really is. That external battery, like I said, it's a game changer for me.
Well, I'm just kind of nervous about that because my main season is nasty out, and
Yep.
I'm in and out of ditches,
Greenhead
climbing.
Outdoors, how you doing?
But
Yeah,
who knows?
I got you.
I mean, like I said, though, somebody out there could. I mean, I had a 7, and I didn't really have a whole lot of problems with it until I had the memory card issue, where
Right.
somehow, some way, it got up behind the screen and not in the right slot, and camera went dead. You know, apparently I can still shoot, but I can't change no settings, and I can't see the back screen. So
That
I don't.
sucks.
So then I moved up to the 8, and I don't know. I like it, but I don't like it. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'd like to get, like I said, I'd like to get 3 to 4 more 7s, and then get an external mic that's compatible. And then,
I don't think you can even find the 7s anymore.
Yeah, should be able to somewhere. I haven't looked. I mean, listen, when I bought the 7, I mean the 8s and 9s were already out. I mean, I'm way behind.
Oh no, yeah, that's when I bought my 7 too. But then it broke last year, and I ended up getting the 8, even though the 9 and the 10 were already out.
Right.
You know, it was just a price thing for me at that point.
Have you seen those Everlast battery chargers for a car or boat that are that big?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the jump.
I gotta find one.
Be real careful with them.
No, I just listen. All I want to do is have one charged up and in my boat. I went out one day, and come to find out, it was the connections. It was my battery. It was actually the battery and the battery connections. But I was out in the swamp, and the motor quit. I'm like, what? What else can happen? To me, now. And a buddy of mine had one, and he pulled up, and he said, "Hook this." I looked at that little thing. I said, "This ain't gonna crank my boat up." And he plugged it in. Got two little, the two little clips. I hooked it up, reached back, and fired that boat right up without a problem.
There are some that are good, but there are some that say, "Oh yeah, it'll crank over a V6 or whatever," and it won't even crank over a lawnmower. So I'm just saying, be careful which ones you get. And there's other ones out there that, yeah, they'll work, but the next time you charge them up, they'll catch fire. Hey, Greenhead, what's going on, buddy?
Let's see. Daniel runs 5 GoPro 7 Blacks. Use a Ceremonic Blink 500 wireless mics on them. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how much I need a wireless mic. I've never been told I've been too quiet.
Well, I mean, if you're holding the camera, I don't, but if you got the camera set, like I know Daniel does. I mean, he does a lot of ice fishing, so he'll have his cameras placed around him.
Yeah.
So I can see where it comes into that. I probably wouldn't use a wireless mic if I was doing a vlog style video. Where I've got the camera 4 feet away from me. But if I was doing like an interview, I would definitely want one, because some people just talk soft.
Sure.
And You have 1718 and an iPhone and a simple old DSLR.
That DSLR is nice.
Yeah, I've got this one. And it's a cheap, it is a cheap camera. The problem with this camera is the zoom. Believe it or not, my Sony zooms in tighter than this will. And but I'll use this like when I go hunting and I'm doing, and let's say I got somebody with me who can run a camera. I'll set this up on the tripod and I'll get him to do, tight shots in on us and that kind of stuff, from where he's sitting. But, and I've done some vlogging stuff. The video is a little grainy and I don't like, even though it does say 4K, but it's one of those cheap Chinese cameras. I'm just want a Canon M50.
I'm just wondering. You said your Sony's got tighter zoom. I'm just wondering if the Sony has a digital zoom and the other one just has optical zoom, and that's why it's different.
Yeah, I can't read in the dark. All I know is this 60 got 60. So I mean, I can zoom in from a long distance with this thing.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I don't like about the way I film is that I use the GoPro so much that I can't zoom into things.
Right.
But sometimes, if I know I'm going to be trying to zoom into something, I'll just use my phone instead.
What's up? Well, we got 407 K9 in here. Y'all be quiet.
For real?
He's a collaborator.
No, I'm saying for real, because there was a fly on the screen and then one came right at my head. Needed to take the one that I smashed up and hang him like, here, you all ready for this?
Cody, what's going on today, man? Yeah. So, I mean, I wanted to go do something, but after I finished up that doctor's appointment, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing nothing. I'm probably going to cut grass a little later once this grass dries out.
Yeah. This is my thing today. But I got to admit, I mean, just for a simple oak, that's got some pretty grain to it. Not to mention, I was just using all hand tools. So, slabbed it with a chainsaw and used power planer or just a hand planer and sanders. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but my ducks ain't been back in a couple days.
Oh my!
What was that?
I said, "Oh yeah, ain't that the truth, Daniel? Film cutting the grass, big money video there. No, seriously, there's this one guy. He cuts grass. That's all he does, and that's what he does filming, and he gets tons of views.
There's multiple channels of that. Oh, thanks for letting me know, M2.
On my throttle cable, that's what broke.
Yeah.
That's all it was. It broke. and I had to destroy the throttle cable to rig it to get it to work. But that little piece right there. So guess what?
New throttle cable.
Two.
There
I
you
got
go.
two. And two new throttle cables. There, watch for ads helping you out. I appreciate that, Cody.
Sporting wood. I don't even got an Alaskan mill M2. This was literally just a steel chainsaw that my small one that I got. Yeah, that's living in them. That's what I was saying. You know, there are folks out there that do nothing but cut grass on YouTube.
And they got millions of viewers.
Yeah.
Just cutting grass.
Yep. And now
yeah, that's what everybody's telling me. I'm freezing up. I mean, the temperature dropped to about 80.
I know now all them grass cutting place videos, they're moving to what's the format? The city violation cuts. Now that's the big catch phrase for them, or the free old lady grass cuts or whatever else. And they're all over. I think I watched one, and then for 3 months I had every one of them sitting in there in my suggestions.
Yeah, Cody, I don't know what's going on while I'm freezing up like this.
Am I freezing up as much as him?
As far as me and you that I see, neither one of us is freezing up. But I think we're freezing up on their end.
Well, I know on my end you're freezing up, but I'm not. Yeah, it's on your end, Matt.
It probably is.
Yeah, maybe that quake from last night or something messed up a line.
Might have been. It might have been, Bubba. They had, I said, they had another one. They had two of them. They had one when we were on yesterday, and then one last night. My daughter called us again, and she says, "What in the world?" She said,
"Yeah." I mean, as soon as I opened up the computer about 2:00 this morning, that was the first one. Is green, or what was the headline? Something about second quake hits northern South Carolina. Okay. So
Cody says all that political talk yesterday.
Yeah, it was the bottom scrolling banner.
That's right. Yeah. All right, Tiny, hurry back.
Thanks for the warning, Tiny.
Yeah, my wife says, "Are you going live again today?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, Lord." She goes, "Well, y'all," she goes, "Well, it shouldn't be that bad." I said, "Why's that?" She goes, "Well, you got up and left before, Fox News was on, but I didn't watch any this morning. So I didn't watch the news. I had no idea what went on."
Sorry.
Internet is just building back better.
That's a good one.
All right, you got me. All right, hang on.
Oh, I got it.
I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just gonna throw this right here.
I know what it is. I know why I'm coming through and you're choppy. It's
Why is
equity,
that?
my friend. Equity.
Is what?
It's all equity.
Equity?
Yeah. You know, promoting black and brown voices.
Yeah.
A PO box. Is that like monkeypox?
Monkeypox.
Or is that like syphilitis? I think he means a PO box. For a minute there, I was starting to get hungry thinking about a po' boy sandwich.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about you post sick.
No, I do not have a PO box. I should probably start one of these days if I ever get popular. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you why I got one. I had a whole bunch of people want to send me stuff. Now, you got to be careful. I mean, you got to have some kind of be somewhat careful.
Yeah.
I said, all right. So I went and got a PO box. I've had 3 packages since I got the PO box. I've had it over almost a year. Every week I go down there and check it. There ain't nothing in there.
I'm just afraid of spending the gas to go to the PO box. It costs more than the PO box.
Oh my gosh. M2 said he could send you some small wood blanks.
I appreciate that, M2. Like I said, it's for my mom's birthday that unfortunately the birthday was last week or last Sunday actually. But every time I tried to make it, it'd break or I ran out of stuff or whatever. I mainly wanted to do it like straight from me going, cutting the blank to end game. So, but I do appreciate that.
Oh Lord.
But you just got a little bit better.
A little bit?
Yeah. A little bit less choppy.
Maybe I'm just too ugly for the internet today. I couldn't believe that when you typed that in. No, you're still ugly. That's all you said. And I looked over at my iPad and I like what did he type in there that I've got to approve? I read it. I said, you've got to be kidding me.
In some of the other rooms that I'm a mod in, I mean, the most minuscule of comments, just nothing and absolutely nothing wrong. It's asking a question. It'll pop up, approve or disapprove. I'm like, yeah, approve. I don't care. So I don't know. And I know last Friday when I did my live right here, there was a lady from the Philippines who watches Hog Deer 78 or 79. I can't remember off the top of my head why. But he put it out on his shared it out on his stuff. And then she came in to just help support. And I recognized her from his live, but somebody else thought that she was a spam bot and muted her. I'm like, no, dude, she's good.
Yeah. But I think I was in that live when that happened.
Yeah. But I
shipping
mean,
is crazy. Wow. Shipping is crazy. SanDisk wanted $15. That's nuts. I ain't gonna tell you what the shipping was on this package I got.
Trust me, I know.
It's terrible.
Those monthly boxes that I get that I do my lives on, the shipping on those is what is it? It's like $14 from Missouri. So and that's only because it's through that the priority boxes.
Yeah.
So it's that price, whatever fits in it goes.
Oh.
Made a rocking chair from an old tree. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't even force myself to say nothing. I can't. I'll choke on my words.
It's true.
I mean,
All
honestly,
right, buddy, hurry back.
Something came as soon as I read that. Something came to mind for me to say, and I was like, I can't even do it.
Well, I walked into the doctor's office. I walked into the doctor's office and had my phone out. And of course, I hadn't been to the doctor in a long time. So, yeah, after 5, I'm going to ride my bike and pick some flowers. So, anyway, I went in there and I'm filling out the forms and whatnot, and doing all this stuff. And I walked back up. I said, "Hey, could you do me a favor?" And she goes, "What's that?" I said, "Just video me in here." She goes, "Why?" I said, "Well, I got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna put it on video. I'm gonna put it on the channel now that I'm in a doctor's office, and boy, they were hooking me up to EKG, but they wouldn't do it. I mean, I was like, man, come on, film me, hooking me up, and they would not do it. They're like, "You're crazy." No, I'm not.
No, you're a Marine. There's a difference.
Exactly.
I like I said earlier, I mean, I can't wait. I got my first appointment, actual me going to the VA for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah.
And mind you, I have 2 appointments every year on the phone with the Durham VA, but they finally made it so that oh, awesome, I just found a tick. They made it so that the clinic by me now has primary care, so I switched it up there. And August 1st, I get to go in and get ridiculed about all my bad habits, which I don't care. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to burn this tick.
Oh, one crawling all over you?
Yeah, it just crawled up on my back. Felt something itching. I thought one of them yellow flies had gotten on my back between the seat, but luckily enough, I got it with a little butt.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right, Cody. If they killed me, it'd have been proof. But she hooked me up to the EKG. She got, she put all the little leads and stuff on me, and she was talking to me, and undoubtedly she goes, "Well, I'm turning it on," and I looked over and I saw her mash the button, and as soon as she mashed the button, I just was laying there and went, "Yeah." She freaked out. The doctor come running in there. He goes, "Matt, do us all a favor and quit messing with the nurses."
So, true, very true. But it is real funny because back when I was on active duty before I got out, I would have to go. I'd have to go to the doctor's office over in Camp Lejeune, the pain management clinic, and I'd get epidural steroid injections about every 3 months. And when I first started going, I'd never really had any major procedures. I'd had like one knee surgery, but whatever. All right, M2, have fun, bud.
I gotta put this up here.
part of the problem is in order for them to do that, they had to put me on a weird kind of sedative, but it didn't knock me out, but I couldn't remember nothing. And apparently I take very well to anesthesia. And I would sit there and I'd hit on all the nurses when I was under anesthesia. They loved it because, you know, they were cool and everything else. So once I got out and I started seeing regular doctors and I had another knee surgery and I had this done and that done, I have to tell them that I take extremely good to anesthesia and that I cannot control what comes out of my mouth when I'm under anesthesia. Well, the last surgery on my knee that I had, I told the nurses that they were, you know, getting me all hooked up and prepped. And they're like, oh, we've heard it all before, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know. Well, lo and behold, my buddy's there. He's picking me up and dropping me off. And before I get out of the recovery room, the nurse comes out to him and was like, your friend's okay, but he has issues. And mind you, he's my neighbor and he's a former Army soldier. Okay. And we banter back and forth and everything else. And he's like, yeah, he's a Marine. You know, what do you need to know? He's a Marine. He has issues. And she goes, no, he's got issues.
He's got issues.
So finally I'm in the recovery room and they're wheeling me out. And I finally come to on the gurney as they're wheeling me around. And I'm looking up at the nurses. Every single one of the nurses was blushing. That's all I'll say.
All right. So if you're over 40, you have to go see a doctor.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. And,
no, you don't.
You got to go see a doctor and you have to have a little procedure done. So I, at age of 40, went and had my procedure done. Now, I do not remember any of this. I am relating to you what was told to me. So when I came out of anesthesia and I'm walking across, they're helping me across the room to go to the dressing room, and I had this backwards gown on. Supposedly, I turned around to the doctor and said, what? No kiss and a reach around? Hell, I'm not even getting dinner. I don't know if I said that, but I was told I said that. So my wife rushes me into the room, gets me dressed, and then we go to the CVS pharmacy to pick up some more medicine that I needed, you know, whatever. And she says, you sit in the car, don't move. Okay. She takes the keys out of the car. She goes inside CVS. Well, a few minutes later, undoubtedly, I got out of the car and went walking through the CVS. And I don't remember any of this, but undoubtedly I was walking through the CVS and I was yelling out my wife's name. And she turns and says, what's wrong? And I looked at her. I said, very, very out loud, I got to take a shit. I need a bathroom. And the CVS people came running and said, sir, we don't have a public restroom. And I said, okay. And I started undoing my pants and going to squat because I had to shit. My wife scoops me up, takes me outside, called the doctor and said, take his prescription, send it to a different, she would not go back into that CVS, send it to another pharmacy, and we'll pick it up later tonight. She took me home and got me in bed. I have no idea. This is what was related to me.
It happens.
Yeah, I always follow directions.
Stupid yellow fly.
But today at the doctor's office, he said, "Well, is there anything bothering you?" And I said, "Well, there's a few things but I haven't been here in a while, so I need a full workup." He said, "Okay." So he, got new appointments to be scheduled to go do some other things later on and whatnot. And he said, "Well, it was 2016. You're due for another procedure." And I said, "Yeah, I guess." He says, and he looks it's the same doctor. And he goes, "I'm not kissing you and I'm not giving you a reach around." And I looked at him like, huh? And then it hit me. That's why I'm bringing the story up, because it hit me then what everybody was telling, what my wife and they were telling me years ago. And he remembered it. So there you go.
Marines, you can't take us nowhere.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Well, listen,
You gotta go?
get this done as much as I can. And I don't want to be here taking up space on screen. So
Coach, I'd say you're hard to forget. I am.
yeah.
Hell, you were down here for 4 or 5 days hunting with me. You know.
We
Yeah, I tried to kill Cody, if you haven't heard that.
About how?
Oh, dude, you gotta all right. So Cody comes down and he's gonna go duck hunting with me. And I kept telling him there was hardly any ducks. So but he comes down anyways, inexperienced. He never hunted in swamps and the Spanish moss and all that stuff. And he dang near died. So one day we're hunting, and if I ever do a blooper reel, I got this on video. But we're chasing a merganser that we shot down, and I had told him there's no reverse in this boat. I have no reverse. It is full. Once you turn it on, it's forward go. There's no reverse.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're getting ready to run in something, your job is to grab the push pole and bounce us off of trees. So we're going after this merganser, and he's crawling over the front of the boat to get it. I'm like, no, push pole. And I mean, I just whang into a tree. He falls back into the boat. I'm laughing, yelling, I got it on video. I got this on video, the whole 9 yards. So there was that. And then, now, I think the first night he was there, my wife made some spaghetti, venison, made out of venison.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, he ate that stuff like it was going, he ate that stuff like it was going out of style. And I can't remember what we ate the next day, but eventually I did what I thought he would enjoy, was a low country shrimp boil.
Ooh.
Your shrimp and your sausage and your corn and your potatoes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I made this big boil in the house, put it out on the table. You just get in there, reach in there, and grab what you want and eat. Well, he didn't eat too much, but he did eat a little bit. Next morning, I get up to go to get up. We're going to get up to go duck hunting. So I get up, and he's staying in a room that's right across from my office. And I'm coming in here to get my stuff, and I hear, whoa, whoa, coming out of the bathroom. Bo, you all right? I'm dying. I said, oh, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Undoubtedly, he has a shrimp allergy. He didn't know it. I didn't know it, And I mean, it was bad. I sat in my office the rest of the day making sure, I'm like, this guy can't die at my house. I just can't have somebody dying at my house. But yeah, I made sure he was all right. But yeah, I tried to kill him. So if you're ever in a live stream or anything like that, and Cody's here, and you hear something about shrimp, yeah, that's the joke. Because he did. He told the world, he said, man, he tried to kill me.
I thought it was going to be like a hooker in the trunk kind of story, but okay.
No, he tried to kill him. Sounded like a silverback gorilla in the bathroom. Yep. Well, dude, I'm only going to be here 30 minutes. Hang out with me. 30 minutes.
All right.
29 minutes and 30 seconds.
All right.
And
well,
I'm getting off here at 2 o'clock. I got something I got to go do.
Yeah, I got something I want to do right now, but I'll still be listening and talking, and just y'all can't see me.
All right. Yeah, you got to take care of that business.
Yeah. Stupid fly.
Oh, man.
I'm not joking you. They've been hanging around on my computer screen, like right around your ear.
What? The yellow flies?
Yeah. Now I got 2 new ones coming in around me now.
Yeah, I couldn't handle that, dude. I can't stand them, especially deer flies. Whew.
Wasn't it you that was saying that, oh, yeah, it's just deer flies?
Yeah.
But these things ain't deer flies. These are different than deer flies.
I've had deer. We used to own a Jeep Wrangler. We take the top off of it and go riding and whatnot. And I've been going down dirt roads and had deer flies literally keeping up with our speed inside our vehicle, trying to get us. Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt that at all. I mean, I think I've had one of these yellow flies on my windshield leaving the house, and it took him a good 5 miles and 60 miles an hour to finally get off.
I was driving down the interstate with a deer fly on the side mirror.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean, I know what horse flies are, and I know what deer flies usually are. Hell, I remember black flies from up in Canada. These things are just vicious. I don't know. I have literally had a thermocell on my leg while I was out deer hunting, like set in the breeze in front of me so that the thermocell stuff would like be all over me.
Yeah,
I had one of them stupid yellow flies actually land on the thermocell grate when it was like fresh, going good.
Yep.
I mean, these things are insane. I mean, they're not quite as small as a deer fly, but they're not as big as a horse fly. I don't know what they are. There's some weird Carolina hybrid swamp monster
generic
crap.
Oh. Black flies are the worst, biting your ankles all the time. Mosquitoes and flies are pretty thick right now. Yeah, they're bad here.
I got a funny story about mosquitoes too from boot camp. And
what time of year did you go?
I got to boot camp. I got to the pearly gates March 17th of 2003.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I was smart. I went in January.
Okay, so originally I was supposed to go in around December, but then it got pushed back because my recruiter needed a different number. Then I was going to go in around like this time of year, like July time frame. But then at the last minute, he called me up and says, hey, I need a body to send. I was like, all right, I'll go. So St. Patrick's Day 2003.
What's up, Bradley? How you doing, buddy?
I was on my way down to 3 months of hell, but no, when we were on in the back of the island doing our crucible, and people thought I was joking because I mean, Matt, you can vouch. You get Marine to boot camp in California, they don't know what a mosquito is. You know, then they come to the East Coast and they see the mosquitoes and they start running scared. But we were coming back from our crucible, and two recruits up in front of me. We still had the old deuce gear back then, but I saw a mosquito land on this guy's shoulder, on the webbing of his deuce gear, bend down and go through his blouse and his skivvy shirt and left about a quarter size welt on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, "Oh no, that couldn't happen. That couldn't happen." Sure enough, once in a while we get a couple of nasty storms or whatever, and you get those zebra mosquitoes come through.
Oh yeah.
And then for like about a month, you'd hear all the guys from the West Coast talking about, "I could see the stripes on a mosquito from 20 feet away." I was like, yeah, a zebra mosquito.
They're so big down here they can stand flat-footed and mate with a turkey.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, I'm third generation Marine. So, my grandfather, my dad, and myself. And all they talked about from Paris Island was the sand fleas. So when I went to join, and I joined right after high school, but I wanted 6 months, out of high. I just didn't want to go straight in there. I wanted to have 6 months to go do what I wanted to do, go places and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I went in January, and my dad and granddad would always say, well, you're not a real Marine because you didn't go during the summer. And I'm like, no, I'm a smart Marine. I went in January where I didn't have to deal with all that stuff. Because stand fleas up the nose. Because I graduated in March, and so I caught it was good January, and of course February is the coldest month of the year here, and then in March it starts to warm up again. So I only had 30 days of the sand fleas and mosquitoes, really. But
I don't know how many full honor burials I took part in the pits around Paris Island, but I've done it once.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. But see, I didn't have the crucible. And
yeah, right.
And we didn't have the crucible.
I didn't join the Marine Corps until I was 25.
Wow. So you were pops.
I was grand old man in boot camp. Well, no, wrong. There was one guy in my platoon that was like a month older than me. But I mean, almost as soon as I hit the fleet, I qualified for old man PFT.
Yeah.
So it was, well, okay. I depped into the Marine Corps when I was 25. I went to boot camp when I was 26, and I had my 27th birthday while I was at MCT. So
where'd you go to MCT at?
Camp Geiger over there.
Yeah, I went to ITC in Pendleton. Yeah, I went from Paris Island to Pendleton. Sure did.
And that's weird.
Yep, I got out of boot camp. I had a 30-day leave coming out of boot camp, and then flew out to Pendleton. and finished up Pendleton, and then went from there to the Philippines.
I know we had a guy that went to boot camp at in California.
You're welcome, Bradley.
He came to MCT here at New River over at Camp Geiger. And there was like a big thing about it because it was all weird. I don't know. Hey, no problem, Bradley. We signed on the dotted line. We don't do it for praise, in my opinion.
No.
But it was just, I don't know. I was legacy, so I could actually choose whether I wanted to go to California or Paris Island. And
Yeah.
I figured, you know, what the heck? I'll just go to Paris Island. Yeah, I should have gone to California.
They you know, Paris Island was originally built to be the officers' training school,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll never ever forget when I had just made corporal. I mean, just made corporal, and I'm walking into the into the captain's office because he called me up and says, "Hey, you made it. We're going to hold a ceremony later today, but I just wanted you to, you know, to be aware of it." Okay, and the lieutenant, my lieutenant was in there, little butterball lieutenant, and he goes, "So where'd you go to boot camp at?" And I said, "Paris Island." And he goes, "Oh, well, you do know that Paris Island was the original." And I'm like, "Yes, sir, but you officers couldn't hang it. So they gave it to the enlisted." And I thought the captain was going to lose it. He was laughing so hard. So anyway, he goes, "Oh, by the way, this will be dress greens. We're holding formation today. It'll be in dress greens." I went, "Crap." So I said, "All right, what time?" You know, they told me the time. So everybody, you know, we got released from work early, and everybody had to go and you know, shower up and whatnot and put on dress greens. And at that time, and I still got them. They're somewhere in the house, but I got 4 rows of ribbons.
Mm-hmm.
I went marching up in there to get promoted. And the lieutenant was like, "Where'd you get all that?" I'm like, "Well, Lieutenant, you know, I have been some places.
Yeah.
I've been a few places." He goes, he just looked at me and goes, "And you're just making corporal?" I said, "That is my second time." So, you know, all right, Daniel, take care, man.
With me, it was a little weird because I'd made corporal in like 2 years. No,
Yeah.
3. Yeah, right around 3 years. And I was doing good, and then my MOS just closed out. Like, just flat out, nobody was getting promoted. We had a whole bunch of lat movers come in.
Right.
You know, it was just like, it was absolutely ridiculous. Only way you could get promoted in the MOS was to be meritorious. So, you know, it is what it is. And then I injured my back on my second enlistment. So I couldn't run a PFT. They tried to put me on med board. I was like, nope. All I want to do is just finish out my contract. I don't want nothing special. I just finish out my contract. So I ended up going through, and I finally got everything sorted out and yada, yada, yada. I had my newest command at the time. They're like, "Well, you know, you're not on med hold. You're not on limdo. You need to run a PFT." And my command at the time, they wanted me to keep me there instead of going to the command I was supposed to. So they're like, "Well, what do you need to run a PFT?" And I told them, "Well, I need 2 rabbits. I need two of the biggest, strongest, steadiest runners that the entire regiment's got. And I need to do it first thing in the morning and yada, yada, yada. And my chief warrant officer is looking at me. He's like, well, what the hell do you need the two biggest, strongest, steady runners there is? I said, because this is what's going to happen, sir. I'm going to get up. I'm going to take my medication. Then I'm going to drive down to Camp Lejeune to the PFT field. By that time, my medication should just be starting to get kicked in. So when I do my run, I'm going to need bouncers on each side of me because I'm going to be wobbling. Yeah. He goes, what? He's like, all right, whatever. So he set it all up. I show up at the PFT field. Sure enough, I get my pull-ups, my crunches done. And as soon as that happens, my meds start kicking in. And I get to the starting line. And I got 2 6'4" just cock diesel, ideal Marines. And they say go. I start running. And my S3 guy that was doing the timing, he just turns around and starts talking to somebody and everything else. And he's like, oh, yeah, you guys can go. So I'm like almost quarter of the way down. And I start ping-ponging between the two guys. And then just as we get to the turnaround point, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fall down. And sure enough, they just grab me and I'm sitting there arms up on the guys and I'm running. My feet aren't even touching the ground. We make it back. I pass my PFT. So I go to check into my command, which is a whole different issue. But they're like, well, why aren't you a sergeant yet? I said, because MOS has been closed out for 2.5 years. Oh, okay, well, whatever. And I was like that, and I just got a new PFT score, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
The day after Christmas, 2011. So I drive down to Lejeune. I get my DD-214. There's an issue with that, the whole 9 yards. Day after Christmas, drive all the way back. I'm out. I'm scot-free. I'm clear. And I'm sitting there New Year's Day. I'm watching some bowl game on TV. I got it playing in the background. And one of my Marines that I had at the command that I had just left, he calls me up. He was like, hey, congratulations. I said, about what? He goes, well, did you check Marine online? I said, no, I'm out, dude. He goes, you are? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, well, you might want to check Marine online. I was like, all right, whatever. So I go and check it. Lo and behold, I'm the one and only promoted to sergeant.
Wow. Yeah, I got promoted to meritorious. My first corporal promotion was meritorious. And so it was a meritorious promotion. I had to go in front of the board and whatnot and did all that. Yep, you got it. It's yours. Got promoted. Well, I was stationed in the Philippines at the time. And can y'all hear me okay? Because you're starting to get choppy.
I blip out every now and then because of my Wi-Fi.
Okay. So I got it. So I got the meritorious promotion. About 3 months later, I got demoted. We climbed on top of the barracks. It was like 5-story barracks that we had over there. And we tied off rappelling ropes at the top. It was one night. And we were doing just regular rappels, and then we'd run back up and do it again. Just having, at night and having a good time. Well, I decided to do an Australian rappel. So I tied off, and I'm running down the side of the building, and all of a sudden I seen somebody walking below, and I cranked back down and stopped. And I'm like that far from the top of his head. And he just stops, and he just does this. And I'm looking down, and I said, how you doing, Gunny? He goes, Wongrey, get your ass Get your ass down here. So he stepped off to the side. I flipped over and hit, landed. He said, get your ass in my office now. I said, yeah, roger that, Gunny. Of course, everybody else that was up there, they cut the lines. I had a brand new rappelling rope. I had just got this thing. They cut all the lines and they scooted down the other side, down the fire escapes, and got away. And I'm the only one that got caught. And of course, I ain't gonna rat on nobody. And and they said, yeah, we're gonna. It just pretty much did this number right here.
Yep.
Right off. I said, all right. So
I know
they knocked me down a rank.
I remember hurricane parties in and around the barracks very vividly.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing like seeing Marines jumping from a 4-story building with nothing but a whoopee tied to their arms.
That's right. That's right.
And that
all
works.
right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut. I know you got some stuff to do, and I'm actually going to go outside and put this new cable on. Do that. But whoever's left in here, I think it's just me and you. I think everybody else just took off. Crap, they're talking about Marines again. We're out of here. But so whoever's left in here, appreciate y'all coming in.
All right, Matt. Been fun being on.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks a lot, man. We'll see you. I'll get in touch with you sometime next week.
All right, bud. No problem.
All right,
everybody.
man, have a good 4th.
All right, you too.
All right, later.